Good day, YouTubers, and welcome to the vlog. I just released my American version of the Lay's chips, and it's getting lots of awesome comments of people who want to try it or have tried it, and they're giving their ratings, which is awesome. Sorry about the lighting. I said it in the video. I knew it was going to be all messed up. The Canon 5D doesn't react well to changing light conditions. Basically, I guess I've had that camera about 3 or 4 years now, and back then they just didn't have the technology to like this camera. I could walk from here and go into the garage and then come back, and it would actually filter the lighting or adjust for the lighting conditions really well. But the Canon 5Ds didn't do a very good job. I switched to the TV mode, which adjusts. It changes the I think it changes the either shutter speed or the ISO, and something in that one shot set it off, and it went really dark. And I tried to fix it in post, but it wouldn't fix. So, oh well, I wasn't going to do it again. So, and I apologize in the video. So, deal with it. So I am going to go. I'm actually feeling really good from yesterday's ride. I only did a 15 kilometer, so I'm actually going to go do a 20K bike ride just for you. So we'll probably burn around 2,000 calories, but it's been a while since I've done a 40K bike ride. But there's only so many amazing days like this. Check it out. That would be perfectly blue sky. There's a bit of wind. I always look at the trees before I go for a ride, because sometimes that will dictate what kind of a ride I'm going to have. Yesterday was really windy, so when I left I was going west. The wind was blowing east and slowed me down considerably, and of course it's all uphill from here all the way up to Yonge Street. Anyway, so what else did I do? I was going to try to edit the Wendy's smoked Gouda, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. I've got all day tomorrow to work on it, so I'm not going to jam a workload on myself today when it's such a nice day to go out. I took Sam for a walk. Megan took the car today, and it's just so bizarre. There's a lot of you guys out there who are young and couldn't possibly imagine the feeling you get when you're an adult and you have your first child is now driving a car, and they take your car and then you see them driving down the road. It's just the most bizarre feeling. You're proud of them and you're terrified at the same time. And all the adults that watch the show that have children, whether you have teenage children, adult children, or really young children, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you don't have teenagers yet and you have like young kids and they're just coming into their teens, wait till they take your car for the very first time and you're not with them. It's just freaky. But I'm proud of them. I'm proud of Megan, proud of Ben. But it's just a very bizarre situation. You want to be like in the back seat, looking to see if they're okay. And anyway, so I'm gonna go get my bike all ready to go, and then I'll do a quick little vlog before I leave. All right, I'm all dressed and ready to go. I've got my computer finally linked up to the satellites. I have to reset it, so I have to press down. I can't read it very well. I think it's called lap, and you hold it. That means I'm ready to go. It's all set. And I got 2 waters. I just ate like some type of a power bar that my wife bought me for Christmas. It was still good. It's one of those bars that lasts for a few years, and it said it expires like April 2015, and I ate about half of it and it just tasted so bad. Not because it was a few months old, but it just, I don't know, there was just something. I would not want to eat that on a bike ride. So I'm lucky I ate it here and drank some water from the house instead of out of my bottles, just to wash it down, because it was really dry and just not a very pleasant tasting power bar. It was something called Something Fit. Not recommended by me. Anyway, so I've got my heart rate monitor on, hooked up to the computer. This is a sensor that senses how many times the wheel goes by. Hi, Katie. And then there's a sensor on my crank that tells you how many times my cadence is, or how high my cadence is. I average around 90 90 cadence. So my prediction is it's going to take me an hour and 45 minutes to do 40 kilometers, which is 25 miles. Yeah, so I'll be back shortly. Well, in about 45 minutes, and we will talk to you when I get back, and I'll tell you the results. Ciao. So I'm at my halfway mark. I'm in Stroud, Ontario, and I thought I'd stop and grab some Powerade. This is my favorite Powerade, the green Powerade. It's $2.80 here in Stroud. So I just mix it down, dilute it, and then drink the rest for me. Straight up. Anyway, so unfortunately the wind was blowing north all the way, so I got really good bike speed and averages getting up here, but on the way home it's gonna suck. So that's why I thought I'd grab some Powerade to help me through this transition period. See you at home. Oh, bugs! Piss off. Hi! Just started recording and a bug flies into my helmet. Not a good thing. So let's let Sunny and Louie out, and they're trying to get along with the kittens. Anyway, just got back. It was a hard ride. Haven't done one of those in a while. So just luckily I did a small bike ride yesterday, kind of got my legs going, but I started cramping up. Probably on the way back, maybe about what, 3/4 of the way through my trip. So I got all the way 17 kilometers, turned around, started coming back. So maybe around 20 kilometers, my right calves started cramping up. So I started drinking more water just to see if that would help. But I did 40 kilometers. And just to give you a heads up, so I turned around at the 17 kilometer mark, came back, and then we have like a loop for like our block is like a big 1 kilometer loop. So I just went around that until I filled up the rest of the 40 kilometers that I did. So it took me actually not bad, an hour and 32 minutes. I burned 2,000 calories, and I was averaging 26.1 kilometers per hour. So like I said, the whole round trip was about 25 kilometers, and so it was very difficult. I should hopefully get a few more of those in before I have to start riding inside. I'm gonna have to buy another training tire because I only have one training tire, and I think I showed you this before, but the training, or the rollers wreck your wheel, so this all rubber is coming off. But I'm trying to wear out the tire, and so I don't have to put my brand new tires on that I bought back in May. I'm like, yeah, let's save a little bit more money and ride these tires a little bit more, and then I'll take these off. When I stop riding outside this year, I'll take these off, throw them in the garbage, and put on my trainer tires for my rollers. And we'll do like the whole 12 rides to Christmas again this year, and then we'll do another one somewhere in the middle of the winter. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for right now. I'm gonna go and cool down. I have to stretch. Stretching is very important. I do about 6 minutes of stretches, the calves, the quads, and then the hamstrings, because those are the things that usually cramp up eventually if you just ride like that and then stop. Not a good idea. Anyway, see you in a bit. Isn't that the cutest kitten in the world? Right there. I had to show you that. He's like zonked because he's not even moving. Oh crap, he's dead. No, he's not. So I just had a shower, got all the nasty salt off the body and the head. It gets all, when you don't have hair and you sweat like that, and the sweat dries, it's like turns into salt. And you can actually go like this, and all the salt will come off. We used to have a black lab. When I come home from a bike ride, I'd tip my head down to him, and he'd lick the salt off my head. It's like a cow lick. So, I don't know exactly what I was going to tell you. I'm basically signing off right now. It's around 4 o'clock. I'm going to try to, like I said, end all my vlogs around 4 to get it done and edited by 4:30 and out the door. Ben actually came home on the bus today. He was supposed to go to work, but he phoned and asked if he could come home for a bit and relax, and then me drive him down to work. So it might work in our favor, because Wendy's, I think right now, has a brand new item called pulled pork. And I think the pulled pork is just straight up pulled pork, and then you can add, I think they have 3 different sauces. So I'm going to, and you can put the pulled pork on French fries, and then you put either of the 3 sauces on. So I might buy like 1 fry, and then I'll put 3 different sauces on the same stuff, and then try each of the sauces, because I'm not a huge sauce kind of guy, and that's why I don't like pulled pork very much, because a lot of times I'll make it in with the sauce they already made it with, and it just has this really sweet, I don't know, there's something about pulled pork that I'd rather have a steak or pork chop or veal or something like that over pulled pork. So anyway, so I'm going to might do that. I can't promise anything. I didn't do the Skittles today, because when I showed the Skittles yesterday in the fluff video, it was like solid. I had to actually break it apart just before I started videotaping. So I'm like, I don't want to take these out and show people how long they've been sitting on my desk. So I gave those to Ben. He ate them. So I'm gonna, when I drive Ben down to Bradford, I will pick up a new bag of Skittles, and I'll do it tomorrow. Plus, I think I need 1 day at least to recoup with all that sugar. Hopefully the 2,000 calorie bike ride helped a lot. I've been drinking lots of water to flush out my system. I only have like a little bit of I'm not going to into like gross details. Like everything was fine, except I just had this kind of like gurgly feeling in my body for a few hours after that fluff, because it was just, my body was like, what the hell was that? That's a lot of sugar. Anyway, so thanks for watching Ken's Vlogs, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Sorry I didn't get around to answering questions today. I'll probably just answer them through typing back to you. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.